Doing great. We're still here. We're still dealing with this controversy of the cheating of the Astros. No players punished, managers were punished, teams were punished. But now Major League Baseball players are upset, Pat. There is no punishment for the players.
Okay, so there's news that comes out this week that even if Rob Manfred, the commissioner, wanted to punish the players, he wouldn't have been able to under the collective bargaining agreement. So apparently there was something in the rule that said all electronic cheating, the punishment would fall strictly on the manager, the front office, and the owner of the team. So when Manfred offered them immunity, he was essentially trying to disguise the fact that he doesn't have the power to punish them. There are several writers that are theorizing that if this went to arbitration after the punishment would happen, which it would have, they would have lost. And then you now expose yourself as the commissioner having absolutely no power over your players that are playing in the league. It looks like now, based on that, no matter what would have happened here, that Manfred was in a situation where he was set up to fail. I mean, he didn't help himself with the comments that he made earlier this week, but I almost feel for the guy at this point.
He looks terrible, even referring to the World Series trophy as a piece of scrap metal. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, Carl.
And I think that's the point. Everyone who's been up in front has handled it so poorly, they just continue to show up at the fire with a can of gasoline. The Astros PR department, if they have one, should be annihilated. Rob Manfred, every time he speaks, he digs himself further and further. The amazing thing to me about this is the players are now not holding back. You know, forever in the steroid era, nobody would call out anybody. They'd look the other way because, you know, they're union, they're group, they're together. That's not like this. And it's funny for a game that's had so much cheating in its history. There's accepted cheating, and then this. This is clearly over the line of one of those unwritten baseball rules, and the players aren't having it. And frankly, dead time of year for sports, it's kind of fun.
And the comments coming from the players, they vary from basically Judge saying, you know what, they didn't earn it, to Nick Markakis basically saying they needed a whooping.
Yeah, he went scorched earth on everybody. But I do find it interesting. You're right, how like this is the first time in Major League Baseball history, at least what I've witnessed, where you have guys actually coming out and saying, well, what are you doing? These guys don't deserve stuff. You're going to attract new fans because of what's happening here.
Sure.
Listen, this is not all bad publicity for Major League Baseball. And here's my question. There's the old school guys, like you just brought up, that accept certain cheating and don't. Well, those new fans that you bring in might not know those unwritten rules. And you better be sure that your house is clean before you start talking about somebody else's. It is inevitable that one of these guys that has been coming out scorched earth is going to have something in their past or something that they did that comes up. And then what? Then everybody's guilty of everything, which almost exonerates what the Astros did. Like, I think the best thing that can happen for the Astros is everybody keeps talking because someone's going to slip. There's going to be something in their past, and then they can point to them and go, well, you're going to say this? Well, we've been doing this, and you've been doing that.
The other thing, too, is you mentioned all publicity isn't all bad publicity. Think of the Astros when they start to play real games and guys start to dig in. And I know the commissioner's office came out and Dusty Baker said, protect our guys. It's not going to happen. Somebody's going to, you think Trevor Bauer isn't going to come high and tight on Jose Altuve, or low and tight, Altuve, whatever the case
High
may
for
be.
him.
Yeah, but that's going to happen. And guess what? Casual fan, they're going to be watching.